So we're about to record an Urban Legends episode. Stevie's written the Urban Legends, and something that Robbie Knox doesn't know is that I've written one. Stevie hasn't read it yet, and he's going to read it live on the podcast as if it's a proper one that he found, and it's fucking ridiculous. You've seen that I've written stories before and they've been mental. This is the most mental thing ever.
How am I going to keep a straight face?
If you can get all the way through this without without breaking character and without laughing, I will buy you.
Your voice broke. The idea of giving me any money.
I will buy you 5 pints of Guinness.
Deal.
Okay? Robbie's over there. Hello, Robbie. You ready for an Urban Legends, Robbie?
Yes, please.
This one, as I said, it's mental. It's called The Sausage Strangler.
Brilliant.
I'm so in.
Oh.
I am so in.
So this was a story that stems back to 1904. So just 118 years old. So it's not as old as the old Wendigo. It's in... it stems. Yeah, it was made in Woodsocket, Rhode Island, and still haunts residents of not just the city of Woodsocket, but the entire nation of America to this day.
Oh.
The Rhode Island Sausage Strangler, also known as Bacon Satan.
Come on!
Yes!
This is why we're at the top of the podcast charts. This is it.
Or Ham Grabber.
Yep. Go on.
Is a tale as old as time. The townspeople of Woodsocket voted Jimmy Sandler Jr. as the third. Jimmy Sandler Jr. as the third best butcher in town. It isn't documented who the first and second best were, but it is said that on a cold December morning in 1904, Jimmy worked at the butcher shop, Jimmy's Butcher Shop.
Just amazing. Just amazing.
For the
What are you going to call your butcher shop, Jimmy, if you come up with a cool name? Yes.
Jimmy's Butcher Shop.
So on this cold December morning in 1904, he worked there for the very last time. Jimmy was a large man with a huge belly and a large beard, often depicted in old sketches as a lumberjack-looking fellow with a meaty stench.
Can you depict that?
Oh, that's not a good thing, is it? Like that.
You look at a picture and instantly go, he's got a meaty stench.
Steve. You met Stevie before. What's it? Yeah, about this all short hair. He's got a meaty stench. Oh, yeah. Meaty Stevie.
It's not about me.
Yeah, it is now.
Oh, Jimmy would open
eat a lot of pepperami.
You do have a meaty stench.
Yeah.
Jimmy would open a shop at the break of dawn, ready to serve his meat to the many... Come on, he's a butcher. Why is that funny?
It sounds like his penis.
Okay.
Serve his meat to who?
To many hundreds of woodies.
Woodies?
That's what they call the people of Woodsocket.
Oh, this can't be a real place. Fee, can you Google Woodsocket? Where is it? What one's this? Rhode Island. Woodsocket.
Yeah, see?
Oh, yeah. Woodies.
Wound socket.
Oh, Woodsocket.
Not even called wood.
What the fuck? Let's carry on.
Where did you get these?
Shut up. I do a lot of research. Okay.
So are they called Woonies then?
I don't know.
They can't be called Woodies.
Yeah, I might have written
They're
it
called
wrong.
Woodies. It's no longer to do with the name of the place.
I might have written
It's to
it
do
wrong.
with his meat serving.
Oh, okay.
I do loads of research.
Jimmy had just finished serving his first batch of woonies. Veal, pork, beef, ham hock, Arabian horse. The works.
Arabian horse? What year is this?
1904.
He's getting fucking horses from Arabia and serving them. Have you been to me? And this is only the third best butcher in town. What have they got the other ones? Unicorn?
Oh.
It was around 9 a.m.
Frogman.
Arabian horse? Have you been down Jimmy's? What's he gone? Steak? No, he's not. He's been to Saudi Arabia, killed some horses, and you can eat them.
Oh, it was around 9 a.m. that that a customer 5'4" in stature, very gaunt, very short and fat, entered Jimmy's butcher shop. The gaunt, short, fat person wore a hooded cloak and only spoke in grunts and screeches, according to eyewitness reports.
Robbie?
It is. Oh, yeah. Do you want to do the grunts and screeches?
Yeah, good. Turn me on.
It is said that an altercation broke out between Jimmy and the little and the little chubby grunter.
The little what?
The little chubby grunter.
I thought you said oh, who's written this stuff? They said Jimmy was fat. They're really not good for body image in Woundstock.
Jimmy became increasingly more aggravated by the figure not communicating his order properly. Over and over again, the figure would grunt, hep, 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 hep.
Hep, 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 hep.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cat.
Well, he just had a K-hole.
He just had a K-hole, wasn't he? Did you have a horse on a mattress next to him?
That's the Arabian horse, isn't it?
Jimmy got Jimmy got so frustrated at not understanding that that he leapt over the counter and throttled the short fat figure.
Hell, Jimmy!
Other customers ran out of the shop in peril, apart from Ron Barrowsmith, the local shoesmith, who helped.
Who was
Jimmy...
a right fat cunt.
who helped Jimmy detain the figure. Are we all good?
Yeah, just dying a bit.
So he helped Jimmy detain the figure.
Just hit a fat.
Jimmy and Ron continued to batter the scary figure.
Just throttled a fat cunt.
In the best interest of...
That's his Twitter. This is Jimmy Butcher's Twitter. At Jimmy Butcher. At Fat Jimmy Butcher. Just throttled a fat cunt.
Just throttled a fat.
Oh.
If you don't get that, go back and listen to every happy hour till you get to the one.
They beat the man in the best interest of Woundsocket's townspeople.
Why? What has the person done? Just said hep.
I don't know.
In the best interest. Who's deciding this? I think what would be best is if we were to beat this man to a pulp.
The figure would thrash around on the floor of the shop, screeching over and over.
Hep, 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 hep.
It was a good 20 minutes of fisticuffs before eventually Jimmy had quite enough. Ron Barrowsmith held the figure down whilst Jimmy ventured into the back of the butcher's and came back with a huge ham hock mounted on his back. With tears in his eyes and a great deal of reluctance, Jimmy slammed the ham hock on the head of the beast, killing it immediately.
Like a blast.
I'm gathering why despite the Arabian horse, he is only the third best butcher.
Was the bacon Satan finally killed? No.
Oh.
After laying there dead on the floor, Ron pulled back the hood of the beast to reveal something extremely chilling. It wasn't a beast, so to speak, but an old lady.
It was a student from the local university in a costume.
Good.
But an old lady who was obviously not in a good way. Jimmy turned from picking up the bits of scattered meat to find his heart break. It was his elderly mother. Jimmy the Butcher had destroyed his poorly elderly mother by smashing her in the head with a big ham. A post-mortem revealed that Jimmy... Do you guys need a second?
This is the best urban legend story there has ever been.
A post-mortem revealed that Jimmy's mother had been having a stroke.
Yes!
Is that the hep?
And he came into the butcher's trying to ask for help. Help! Help!
God, it is the best interests of this town.
We killed Jimmy's mum.
Only to be brutally perished by her only son and the local shoesmith.
So how did he not know it was his mum?
She had a hood on and was like looking down.
But he's been fighting with her for all this time. How strong is his elderly mum? That he's fighting with her for 10 minutes or so before he eventually goes and kills her with a big ham.
It is said that Jimmy became clinically insane from this moment forward. The weeks following, multiple people became violently ill after eating meat Jimmy would serve them at Jimmy's butcher shop. It is rumoured
it's not Arabian horse, it's rat.
It is rumoured
he's still working there.
Yeah.
It said earlier that was his final day working there.
Oh,
Holes in the story.
Once again,
Hole.
Mr. 4-hour research has fucked it.
It's rumoured that Jimmy would poison people with his sausages. Jimmy is known to this day as the Bacon Satan and the Ham Strangler. It is said that if you eat a sausage from Woundsocket in December, you will one day die.
And if you don't, you'll live for eternity? Of course you're going to one day die. What kind of a threat's that?
R.I.P. Johnny, the butcher's mum.
What?
And Mum was...
Hang on, what? What does that say?
R.I.P.
Johnny?
Johnny the Butcher. Oh, it's Johnny the Butcher.
No, he's called Jimmy the Butcher.
Why is it Johnny?
Is his mum called Johnny? Fucking, this place sounds amazing. Can we please fuck off Rougarou Fest and the Boat of Frogs?
Go for a
and
sausage.
just go for a sausage this December,
In Woundsocket.
aware that we will one day die.
Oh, did you like that one?
I love that one, Stevie. I cannot express how much I enjoyed that.
Oh, brilliant.
That's it. I'm done.
I owe you 6 Guinness. I wrote that one.
Did you?
Yeah. And
Brilliant. It was great.
I hadn't read it. The
We hadn't
first
read it
time I've read
until
it
then.
was just now.
And I said, if you can get, because I made it like with full of flaws and stupid, like he kills his mum with a ham hock. That I said, if Stevie can get all the way through it, and you don't suss that it's written by one of us, he wins 6
Oh,
Guinness.
it's brilliant. It's disappointing that the only one that's ever been good in the whole time this we've done, Jaack wrote.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's a great story.
Honestly, I was trying to read it and everything. I was going, fuck, I can't say the next bit. But luckily, you guys cracked up enough that I could just go with that.
yeah.
Oh,
Ham grabber. I thought you'd go.
Ham grab literally the
Bacon-
first line
Bacon Satan.
straight away.
Just brilliant.
The Rhode Island sausage strangler, also known as Bacon Satan or Ham Grabber, is a tale as old as time.
Funny story though, right? Last night we went to the pub.
Hold
and
on, just quickly. Did you do wood socket on purpose, knowing it was wound socket?
I got that wrong.
Okay, so you made me look stupid.
What had happened is I'd searched for a town there. I'd seen Woundsocket. I'd written it in. It had autocorrected to Woodsocket without me realising. And later on, when I give him a nickname, I looked at it and it was Woodsocket. So I put Woodies. Last night we went to the pub and Stevie was doing all the other stories, and I had to. I'd been tasked with writing this story, and because I was just drinking Guinness, I barely did it. And then when I got back to the hotel room, I was a little bit tipsy. I'd had about 4 Guinness in an hour, mad lad. And Fiona went, "Oh, did you write that story?" And I went, "Yeah." And she went, "Can I see what you've written?" And I was like, "Fuck, I haven't written a lot." And she got my phone out and she had read. This is how much I'd done. The Sausage Strangler, Rhode Island. The Rhode Island Sausage Strangler, also known as Bacon Satan or Ham Grabber, is a tale as old as time. Finished, and that's what I'd written in an hour and a half.
Brilliant.
I was eating Monster Munch and drinking Guinness.
At a time when people didn't know the value of social media pages. So we could quite literally, at this time, get a Facebook page from 0 to 1 million likes in a day.
What?